Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So today is Friday Freebie Day. We are on number 140 today. So this is a lovely blue one. So I've just done like a little collage page, which I think looks really, really lovely. This week, all the last 4 Friday Freebies will be going into like a little package to pop onto Ko-fi and onto Etsy. So if you're not in Facebook, that's another way that you can get them. So that's really good. I'll pop the link down below. So today I'm going to be using 2 of these. Now what I've done, I have actually printed on the back. This is just one of my tea stain papers on the back of there. So I have 2 because I'm going to use 2. I'm going to show you what I have made, and then I'm going to try and make another one. Really, really simple. It's just a lovely little sort of journal in here in a little sort of folder. So I've just got a few little pages in there, and I've got some journal cards, and we've got 2 little pockets. So I just think it's really, really nice, simple one to make. So I pop some of my little words on here from the Pastel words and phrases, or in the blue, which I think look really lovely. So this one I put the blue pastel papers on, printed on the back, and I just think it looks really, really lovely. This one I put just the tea stain paper, but this one I did the blue, and I just think it looks really nice. Now again, it's really, really simple. So that just folds over. I've got a little Velcro fastening there, which just sticks down like that, and it just sits in there. So you can put a little bit thicker paper in there if you want to, but it looks really nice. And I've added one of my little words on here. These are the ones that I did in one of my last videos, which I think look lovely. And I also did some from the tea stain ones as well. So I just love them, and I just think it looks really, really nice. And I also popped one on the front of our Friday Freebie journal, which says peaceful on there, which I thought went really, really well. So I am liking that. I'm not going to put this in, well, I might put this in here because it would fit, because I've got such a gap in my new little journal that I made. I could actually put it onto one of the back pages, and you could just, you know, still have lots of room and it wouldn't squash it. So I might do that, I'm not sure, but I will keep it in there anyway. Keep it nice and safe. So let's pop that over to the side. So I'm going to show you how to make it. Let me just prop it up there. So I've written on the back of this, I've got one sheet, and I've got some measurements here. Now what you want to do, I've measured it in 2 inches here. Now that is for, we want to bend it over for this little pocket here. So that is the bend, the piece. So you've got 2 inches there, and then we've got like a little foldy bit here, and on this side as well. So I'm going to show you. So we go 2 inches here, and then from this one to here you measure 4.5 inches, and then we've got a 1/16 of an inch here. So just do some lines down there, score lines down there. And then on this one, I'm actually going to just cut this one in half. And that goes from this line, I've done it all the way down through there. So just go cut down through that line there. And then what we want to do is measure from this one, which is just slightly over 4 inches. And then again, a 1/16 of an inch on there. So I will show you. Let's just cut this piece in half first. Pop that on here. So that will just go straight down that line like that. So we've got 2 pieces. This is going to be cut for our journal cards, and this is going to be the front of the cover. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my little tool here, and then just where I've marked here, so this will be 4 inches from here, just slightly over 4 inches, but you can do whatever size you like, bigger or smaller. So I'm just going to mark, oops, just score that down there so we can fold that in a minute. And then on this one, I'm going to do the 2 inches from this end. Oops. I don't normally sort of measure, but I'm more of a sort of eyeball. But I thought I would measure it for you, just so it gives you an idea. So I've got one down there, and then we just got that little 1/4 of an inch there. Let's pop that to the side. So this one will fold in like that. So that's our little pocket. And then we have these two, which I'm just going to bend like that. That's one. And then we have, oops, another one. So let's just like that. Perfect. So that goes like that. Okay. So that's that one done. And then what I'm going to do is just bend this one here. If I can, just bend those over. There we go, that's easier. Perfect. So we've got like a little bit like that. So what we're going to do with this piece here sticks onto there. Okay, so that will stick onto there, and then this piece folds in, and that piece goes across. So that's our little foldy bit. It's our little folder. So let's just cut these pieces up. So then all I'm doing for these is just cutting it into 4, which is very simple. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to just fold that in half, pinch it. They don't have to be exact, just like that, and then I'm going to just pinch that there, just to get our little, so it's going to be roughly 4 inches, like that. So there we go, that's our 4 lovely little journal cards. So that was easy peasy. Okay, let's stick this together, and then I am going to sew around it as well. No, you don't have to sew around it. I'm just going to use a little bit of glue, and we're going to just stick this on. Now you can, oopsie daisy, you can stick this on with a bit of glue stick, because I'm going to sew it. I could have used just sort of like the glue stick, because that would have held it on as well. But if you're not going to sew it, make sure it's stuck down properly. Now I think I'll do it this way. Might be a little bit easier for me to see. Just make sure that's stuck on there. Make sure that's on straight, yes. There we go, perfect. So then I'm going to sew this down the edge of this first before I stick that down, but that goes in there like that, and that just folds over. So that's really, really simple, isn't it? Which is lovely. So I'm going to quickly sew that. Now if you don't want to sew it, you don't have to, obviously, but I quite like it sewn around the outside of here. Well, it just sort of like finishes it off nicely, doesn't it? So I will be 2 seconds. Okay, so that was just really quick, just sewn along there. Where's my scissors gone? Just going to snip that little bit off there. Just those little bits. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to stick this down. I'm going to stick through the middle. I'm just going to sort of eyeball it down through there, just like that, just so it gives us 2 little pockets. A little bit of glue on here and here, like that. I'm going to sew along that anyway. I didn't want to sew down in the middle of that. but obviously you can if you want to, but that's the middle bit, like that. Perfect. Right, so now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go all the way around the outside like that, just in a big, not down here, I'm not going to go down that bit, but I'm just going to go around these three edges, so 2 seconds. Okay, so there we go. I have sewn just around the outside, and then we have our 2 little pockets there, so that just fits together like that. So that's really, really simple, isn't it? So let's just quickly make our journal cards. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to round the corners, I think, just quickly, if I can. Just doing 2 at a time. There we are. Oops. Perfect. So there we go, 4 lovely journaling cards. And what I'm going to do, I've got 4 of my words in the blue. This is out of the Pastel words and phrases, and I'm just going to stick them on. Really, really simple. Just a little bit of glue. You can just pop them wherever you like. So we've got a thank you. We have a dream. Should we pop that one at the bottom? Yes, I still didn't clean out my glue bottle, but I will. I've got lots and lots to do because my daughter and my beautiful grandchildren are coming this weekend, so I am just so excited. So I'm not sure how many videos will get done next week because they're here for 10 days. So we shall see whether I can get a few done before they actually arrive. We will see, but it's going to be so lovely. They're here for the Easter. So we're having a nice little Easter egg hunt in the garden on Sunday. So that will be lovely. So exciting. So there we go, lovely, lovely. So that's our 4, and these just, you can ink around the edges and they just slip in there like that. I won't pop those in there yet because I want to do our little journaly bit, which is here. Now I've got this ready already, so you didn't see me folding paper. So what I have done, I've taken a piece of paper like that and I've just folded it sort of in 3. Now I did measure it this way, which it is 7 1/4 inches. Well, that's just over 18 centimeters, and I've just measured it. This sort of like just a little bit shorter than obviously the papers here. So I'm going to pop those in there like that. So I've got 4. So when it opens up, you've got these bits that comes out. I put them alternate, so they go around this way. Then on the back, you've got 2. So we've got lots and lots of writing space on this, which is lovely. So all I'm going to do now is get my book, get my little book. I'm going to make, look at the state of my poor book. Let's see if we can do it on this one. I'm going to pop that in, get my awl, is that about right? Put one in the middle, one there, and I'm going to go right up to the ends. Just going to do it like that. And then I'm going to mark it off on here. Make sure we are in, because we want to go in between this little gap here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to mark it up, pop it on there like that, get my pencil and just mark just where those holes are going to be, and make sure we are sort of in the middle of this, because obviously we need to get it so it's there in the middle of here, so they sit nicely. So let's just make a little hole just so we can get the needle through. Perfect. That can go on there. Let's get our needle. Now my needles are very long, but they are very thick. So I could do with a sort of thinner one really. But look, they are so thick, but that's okay. Now I do like this colour. I'm just going to use a little bit of this. Do it roughly 3 times. This is my wax thread, but I'm not going to use wax thread. I'm just going to use, this is just sort of like a little bit of embroidery thread, which we can use. Don't need to use the wax thread, so I'm going to just pop that through the middle one. Let's see how we can do this, whether it's going to go through. Pop that through there and then through here. I'm not the best at doing all of these, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through this way like that, and then we've got the hole, haven't we? So then that should come up, but if I can put that through, there we go. Oh look, now it's come through there. Oh, let's just start again. Okay, let's go through here. Oh my gosh. See, this needle is just really too, the needle is too thick really. I'll probably speed this up for you because it just takes me so long to do this for some reason. There we go. Through there. Through there. I think it's because it's not easy on camera. I'm trying to hold it under the camera so you guys can see, and it just doesn't work. There we go. Super. Let's just pop this together. Let's just tie a little knot. Do you think that's worked? Look, it looks neat and tidy, doesn't it? That looks neat and tidy, but do take your time. Okay, there we go. Just going to cut those off. Perfect. Look at that. So then this opens up like that, and they can go in, so we've got a nice big journaling space all through there, so that's lovely. And then what we can do, we can pop in our little cards. We have a thank you, we have a dream, we have happy and joy, and look at that, that's lovely. So that opens out, that will flap this way, and then that one will go down there. And then I want one of my little Velcro. I've got a link to these in my Amazon storefront. So majority of the stuff will be linked into my Amazon storefront, so that I use. So I'm just going to pop that onto there. Make sure these are all sort of lined up. Then that can stick down. And then we can have one of our words. We could have, let's just have a thank you. Look at that. So that's a nice gift to send somebody, isn't it? Nice thank you gift. Super easy to do, sort of anyway. Probably be easier for you at home than following my sewing in a signature advice. I'm not that good. And then let's just pop a little thank you on there, like that. Look at that, isn't that lovely? And then you just open that up. Again, you can pop little pockets and stuff in there if you want to. Oopsie daisy. You can pop something on there, but I think this is just really nice and a simple make. But again, you don't have to sew it if you don't want to, but I'm loving it. So now I have two. They are lovely. A thank you and a happiness. So there we go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Now these are available in our Facebook group, so please pop along to that. If you're not a member in the Facebook group, then please join, because then you can print this off. Or if you're not on Facebook, they will be in the Etsy shop in sets of 4. So the last set of 4, the last 4 Friday freebies will be in there in a little set there and on Ko-fi. And if you're a Ko-fi member, a monthly or a one-off, please do remember to pop over to Ko-fi and see what freebies we got in there for you, because we try and put one in there every week. So there we go, guys. Well, thank you so much. Take care, stay safe, have a fantastic Easter weekend if you celebrate, and I will see you soon. All right, guys, bye bye.